out of the deficit with growth, not with tax breaks, I think. I think we grew our way out of this situation. Now, and I am rather convinced, and Charlie, you are the mere challengers, that the private sector must take the leadership, and the government will follow it in rebuilding urban America. That's my premise.
I truly believe that it has to be the partnership. The private sector is going to look at the balance sheet. There's no social services on their agenda. They respond to stockholders. But there's no reason why the government cannot provide those incentives to make those investments more lucrative in the areas in which we want to direct our
Assuming there must be a private government partnership, who will assume the leadership to make it happen?
You know, it really takes people that have the courage of a Donald Trump to know that people like Trump are not going to be intimidated. That people like Trump can decide what they think is good for America and have enough self-confidence that they're going to make it. And people like Trump will know that if the green part of Harlem and East Harlem and Washington Heights was to find itself going anywhere near Trump Tower, he'd have a problem. The idea is to have Trump's presence throughout this island and the Trumps throughout this country to provide the leadership in saying, I am not involved in social services, but if you want me here the same way you're inviting me to go to South Africa, show me how I can make money, because wherever it is, I can be successful. And that also means that the Trumps are going to ask, if we come up there, what will the school system produce? What will the health system produce? What will the crime situation be? Can I make that dollar, or do I become a social scientist? And then the mayors come forward and say, we want to be your partner. We know that we can't do your job as well as you can, but we can make it easier to promise you that you will have a labor market second to none if you decide to come to our town. And that's what the empowerment zone's all about. But it is a grain of sand on the beach to talk about empowerment zones, when, as the mayor said, we don't even have an urban policy.
Well, Charlie, let me cut this another way before you probably got Donald on the spot here.
No.
The reason why I'm trying to keep Donald and his group on the spot is because when I was growing up in Greenville, South Carolina,